Arkitex Essentials GrafixRip. This outline will cover the GrafixRip functional overview, GrafixRip as a component in the Essentials workflow, getting started, GrafixRip toolbar, page setup manager, separation manager, and calibration manager. Primary function as an interpreter and renderer for multiple page description languages, also known as a RIP or raster image processor. Render output to specified device to include resolution, line frequency, separation angles, and dot shape. Also a part of the Arkitex Essential subsystem. Jobs are sent from front-end system to published network printers or shared printers. Single-page jobs interpreted and rendered for output to NewsDrive. NewsDrive manages image and jobs now as raster data to Advantage. This process will repeat till you have enough pages to process plates for the press room. As part of the Essentials workflow, jobs are sent from the front-end system to Arkitex published network printers or shared folders. Arkitex Essential renders and preps jobs for impositioning based on publication job names. Pages are available for soft proof and release via web clients to NewsDrive and Advantage. NewsDrive manages image and jobs now as raster data to Advantage. Process plates ready for press room. From the Start button, select Programs, GrafixRip Program Group, GrafixRip. This shortcut is also available at the desktop. Main window displays toolbar and log window. And we'll go over the toolbar for the GrafixRip as it pertains to essential configurations, left to right. Print to device, print a file function, print calibration, print a calibration strip, start inputs, starts the network or monitored folders, stop inputs, stops network or monitored folders, page setup manager, separations manager, calibrations manager, and input manager. Modules not used or configured as part of the essential workflow: the device manager, color separations manager, cassette manager, imposition manager, and media manager. All right, let's launch the RIP. Start. Programs, GrafixRip Program Group, GrafixRip. We're using the watermark demo version for this demonstration. We have the output controller up just for this demonstration also. First one is print a file. This utility, you can print a file either from across the network or locally. Select your file, select the page setup, and print. Next one is print calibration. We have page setups already created. They'll be part of the essential configuration. One will be calibration. Select it. You can print an uncalibrated target and a calibrated target. This page setup will go directly to the NewsDrive. There's a print exposure sweep. Don't use that. That's part of a film operation. Start input. Green traffic light. You get an indicator with an arrow and a flashlight. It'll also report to the log that it started. Stop inputs. Stop traffic light, and the flashlight and arrow disappear. You get a message in your log again. Separations manager. We have pre-made page setups. You can select, edit, new, copy, delete. Separations Manager. Choose your device. We have two that we'll be using, CYMK Separations Halftone and Monochrome Halftone. Edit, New, Copy, Delete, select. Next one will be Calibration Manager. Make sure your device, TIFF. Our color space will be based on Imager, which is a monochrome device. We already have one there, CTP. New, Copy, Delete, select. You could also edit, calibrated, or uncalibrated. Last one is Input Controller. This is for our monitored inputs. We have Arkitex socket. This is a default. You can edit, new, copy, delete. This is pre-configured. No need to change. That covers it. Page Setup Manager. You can edit an existing page setup or create new ones. All required page setups are pre-configured and provided as part of the Essential package. We select an output device at TIFF. We have output resolution based on customer requirements, page orientation and scaling as needed, a default page size, a calibration can be added. An output configuration, all predetermined based on essential requirements, job handling and naming, and TIFF preferences. Separations Manager. You can edit an existing style or create new ones. All required styles have been pre-created and part of the essential workflow. CYMK Separations Halftone and Monochrome Halftone are used. Select the style and edit. Will allow you to edit the angle of the separations along with the dot shape and the line frequency. Select Page Setup Manager, select the page setup, edit. Resolution is choosable from a pull-down menu, also can be selected or entered in by hand. Enabled feature will default to requirements needed within the essential workflow. Same thing with effects, rotation, and scaling. Page layout, default page size. If one's not provided by the application, this will be used. Calibration Manager. There's no calibration. Let's go ahead and create one. New. We can set up some criteria for warning. Also put in a name. Okay. Now it's available for the page setup. Can be applied if needed. Separations Manager. We need to change anything within the separation handling, the angle, line frequency, dot shape, or any preferences. Choose the color. We should do this also to black. We have fewer colors, obviously. Just the angle, frequency. Output device is TIFF. This shouldn't have to change. We'll just go through it and give you an idea what it looks like. We can select across the network or select something locally. It's always Arkitex director in. File name handling. Do not change this. Single strip. IBM PC. And a choice of compression. Calibration Manager can be accessed through the toolbar or the pull-down menu from Output. Calibration Manager, let's bring up the primary window. Make sure your device is TIFF. Color spacing should be monochrome for the CTP. Select New. And now you can set your warning criteria based on resolution, dot shape, screen frequency. We don't use exposure with this level product. Target name can be set. And OK. At this point you can edit an uncalibrated or edit a calibrated target. Choose Calibration Manager. Make sure you have a calibration by selecting the color spacing, monochrome, CTP. Let's check it. We'll do the edit uncalibrated. Check our criteria, our name, and say OK. We'll go to Print Calibration, choose a page setup, calibration, and print uncalibrated target. At this point it should output to the imager, and you should check it with the plate densitometer. After recording your readings from a calibration strip, go to Calibration Manager, select your cal strip, edit uncalibrated target, and then from there put in the readings you've gotten from the plate densitometer. After you get all your values in there, check them and then say OK. We'll need to tie the calibration to a page setup to print the calibrated target. So select Page Setup Manager, Calibration, and then choose the CTP file. Say OK, OK. Go to Print File, select Page Setup Calibration, and Print Calibrated Target. After reading a satisfactory cal strip, apply it to a page setup. Go to Page Setup Manager, Edit Color. Check the calibrations there. Apply it to the page setup. Say OK. Go also to the black, Edit. Tie that to the page setup. OK. OK. At this point, you have a calibration curve applied to the standard page setups. Here we just checked via Calibration Manager. If you need to, you come back in and you can edit calibrated with updated values. Say OK, and then from that point on, any updates would occur this way. We have covered the following topics: a functional overview, a component of essential workflow, main display toolbar, page setup manager, separations manager, and calibration manager.